10 things you didn't know about T.B Joshua. Hello Displorers, welcome to another exciting video presented to you by Displorer. In this video we shall be taking you into the world of Christianity in Africa, and we shall be shining the light on one of the most popular and richest pastors in the world, Prophet T.B Joshua. Temitope Balogun Joshua, born June 12, 1963, commonly referred to as Prophet T.B Joshua, is a Nigerian charismatic pastor, tele-evangelist, and philanthropist. He is the leader and founder of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, or SCOAN, a Christian megachurch that runs the Emmanuel TV television station from Lagos. Joshua is known for his popularity across Africa and Latin America, and his social media presence with 3 million fans on Facebook. His YouTube channel Emmanuel TV has over 1 million YouTube subscribers and is the world's most viewed Christian ministry on the platform. Described as the Oprah of evangelism and YouTube's most popular pastor, Emmanuel TV is among the world's largest Christian television networks. He has been awarded various accolades, notably receiving the Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic by the Nigerian government in 2008 and being voted the Yoruba Man of the Decade by Pan-Yoruba media outlet Irohin-Odua. He has been called one of Africa's 50 most influential people by Pan-African magazines, The Africa Report, and New African magazine. As of 2011, according to Forbes, Joshua was Nigeria's third-richest pastor, although the claim was immediately denied in a statement by the church. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Prophet T.B Joshua is one of the most influential Africans alive. From the streets of Lagos to recently the streets of Konyo Konyo, his name rings more than just a gunshot from a drunken soldier. His fame actually extends beyond the shores of Africa, through the coastlands of Europe to the far corners of Asia. He is the most popular man of God in Africa and even the world, but there are still things many don't know about him. So let's take a closer look at this pastor with the 10 things you probably didn't know about T.B Joshua. Number 1. T.B Joshua's strange birth. T.B Joshua was born on the 12th of June 1963 in the small village of Arigidi in Akoko, Ondo State, Nigeria, and he made history even before he was born by staying too long in his mother's womb. Even teenage girls know that should they get pregnant, a little baby is expected after 9 months. Anytime earlier than that is premature, and anytime later is a delay. No woman prays for even a month's delay, and when the baby spends the best part of a year and a half in its mother's womb, it becomes a totally strange occurrence. When Joshua's mother was heavy with child and it took her 15 months before little Joshua was born, it was the first real sign that her baby was a peculiar being. Number 2. Prophet T.B Joshua's illiterate background and missed military career. Young Joshua didn't complete a single year of secondary school education. Not that he didn't want to, anyway. But coming from the most humble of backgrounds, he had a very poor educational backing from parents and relatives. He had to do menial jobs to keep body and soul together. For a man without any training or skill, carrying chicken waste in a poultry farm was the kind of job he lived on. And that is how he has lived his earlier parts of his life. Not wanting to resort to a life of crime, Joshua attempted to join the Nigerian army, even though he knew God was preparing him for a greater calling. But like the biblical Jonah, he was running away from an uncertain future in the ministry to a guaranteed living in the military. He was among those recruited, but you can't outsmart God. A last-minute train breakdown en route to the military academy ensured he missed the chance and passed up the opportunity. Number 3. He is the Family Man and Humanitarian. T.B Joshua is married to his wife Evelyn Joshua, and together they have 3 children. Besides being a pastor, husband, and father, he is also a humanitarian, and because of his humanitarian works in his community, he was once named the Yoruba Man of the Decade by Irohin-Odua, the first Pan-Yoruba news outlet. A Forbes blogger estimated that Joshua had spent $20 million on education, healthcare, and rehabilitation programs for former Niger Delta militants. There is also a rehabilitation program for militants from Nigeria's volatile Niger Delta region, repentant armed robbers, and sex workers who came to the church for deliverance. In recognition of his humanitarian activities, he was awarded a national honor by the Nigerian government in 2008, as well as receiving a letter of appreciation from the United Nations. He was further honored as an ambassador of peace by the Arewa Youth Forum, a predominantly Muslim organization, as well as being recognized with an award of excellence by ZACA, Israel's primary rescue and recovery voluntary service. Number 4. His low-key influence in politics. A BBC Africa journalist once questioned whether Joshua was the most powerful man in Africa due to his alleged influence in the African political sphere. Well, let's look at some of the few examples of such influences by the man of God into politics. Days after the late John Atta Mills became president of Ghana in 2009, his first port of call was Joshua's church for a Thanksgiving service, where he revealed that the cleric had accurately prophesied his ascension to power and specific details relating to his narrow victory over Nana Akufo-Addo. Joshua was a regular visitor to Ghana during Mills' early presidency and allegedly organized prayer warriors to be praying in Osu Castle. Joshua played the role of a peacemaker in the aftermath of the Tanzanian elections in 2015, visiting the country to meet and hold reconciliatory talks with the President John Magufuli, a member of his church and opposition leader Edward Lowassa. Joshua was a key influence in former Liberian warlord senator Prince Yomi Johnson's decision to endorse the candidacy of George Weah for president in the 2017 Liberian elections. His endorsement came days after the two were spotted publicly together in the SCOAN, a visit that caused a major storm in Liberia. Whether he's just being a man of God or getting involved in politics, his real influence will never be truly known, but his actions are giving many a lot to chew on. Number 5. He has a sour relationship with other pastors and even countries. Joshua has been publicly condemned by several prominent pastors within Nigeria, his most vocal critic being Pastor Chris Okotie, who described him as a son of the devil. The Christian Association of Nigeria and Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria have both acknowledged that Joshua is not a member of either organization and denounced him as an impostor. Enoch Adeboye, David Oyedepo, Ayo Oritsejafo, Paul Adefarasin, and Matthew Ashimolowo are among the pastors who publicly denounced Joshua, as did disgraced American megachurch leader Ted Haggard. He was blacklisted by the government of Cameroon in 2010 and termed a son of the devil, and rumors of a visit by Joshua to Zimbabwe in 2012 led to an intense national debate, culminating with pastors and politicians strongly objecting. To make things worse, in 2014, a guest house collapsed in his church compound, killing about 115 South Africans, which left a sour taste in the mouths of many Africans. In 2011, several media houses in UK reported that at least 3 people in London with HIV died after they had stopped taking life-saving drugs on the advice of their pastors. The HIV prevention charity African Health Policy Network believed that the SCOAN may be one of those involved in such practices, although the 3 in question have no demonstrable link to the SCOAN. BBC quoted, "The SCOAN is saying, no, we do not ask people to stop taking their medication." Number 6. His most bizarre prophecies. SCOAN claims that Joshua has successfully predicted events in the lives of individuals who attend his church, as well as worldwide events, including the purported prophecy of Michael Jackson's death and the outcome of 2 African Cup of Nations final matches, which were won by Zambia and Nigeria respectively. His prophecy about the impending death of the African president was widely reported in the African press. Joshua's followers believe the prophecy concerned the former president of Malawi, Bingu wa Mathorika, who died in 2012 aged 78. False rumors spread using Joshua's name are known to have caused widespread panic in communities, affecting sporting events, music concerts, and led people to stop using social networks. When Hamza al-Mustafa, the chief security officer of former Nigerian President Sani Abacha, was released after 11 years of imprisonment, his first port of call was to Joshua's church in acknowledgement of a prophecy the cleric allegedly gave him when Abacha was still in power. Critics argue that Joshua's predictions are too vague. Number 7. T.B Joshua's unusual anointing water and other church items. Healing and miracle works are key components of Prophet T.B Joshua's calling. Many have allegedly received their healing through water sprayed to them by the Prophet T.B Joshua. It is believed that if you can obtain the holy water, even if you can't physically go to the synagogue in Lagos, your healing might just be next. This word conviction sparked a stampede in Ghana, which resulted in the death of at least 4 people with several others injured. The holy water usually costs a nominal fee, but there are special occasions where it is distributed for free, but which is rare. This water is known worldwide by his followers, and owning at least a bottle seems to be such an important part of being a member or a follower. The holy water, however, is not the only product on sale at the church. Other hot-selling items at the SCOAN apart from the anointing water include car stickers, books, and special oils. People have criticized the church's exploitation of innocent people trying to break free of poverty. One notable pastor was quoted as saying, "Jesus Christ never sold these things," with many quoting the sales of these items as a reason for his wealth. Forbes estimated the prophet T.B Joshua to be worth up to $15 million, which they say is a significant wealth for someone who is not a traditional businessman. Number 8. T.B Joshua's regular divine miracles. He is often trailed by controversies mainly due to the nature of sicknesses he has reportedly healed people of and the afflictions he has delivered people from. He is also known for his predictions and prophecies. Videos of healing incurable disabilities and illnesses such as HIV/AIDS originating from SCOAN continue to flood YouTube. Countless testimonies abound from people all over Africa: Togo, Kenya, Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, and even Europeans. Medical reports from reputable medical institutions are a prerequisite for prayer for any ailment in an attempt to authenticate the miracles occurring. Top Nollywood acts like Tonto Dike testified that T.B Joshua's prayers on Emmanuel TV stopped her smoking habit of 14 years. A host of other public figures and celebrities have claimed to have been healed by the prophet. Ghanaian goalkeeper Richard Kingston couldn't procure a contract since 2011. T.B Joshua prayed for him and he got hired by a Turkish club. Number 9. His uncanny love for football. Aside from fasting, praying, and preaching, the SCOAN leader has another unhidden passion: football. In 2009, Joshua started a football club, My People FC, as part of efforts to help the youth. 2 members of the team played for Nigeria's Golden Eaglet in the 2009 FIFA U17 World Cup. Sani Emmanuel, who apparently lived in the SCOAN for several years, was Nigeria's top scorer and the tournament MVP. Emmanuel and his colleague Ogenyi Onazi signed professional contracts with SS Lazio. Onazi, a key player for the Nigerian senior team, the Super Eagles. Besides his own team, he is a great supporter of other sports stars. WBO International Light Middleweight Boxing champion King Davidson Eminogu said that Joshua had financially supported him throughout his career and purposely prophesied that he would be a world boxing champion. Number 10. T.B Joshua's peculiar attraction. Eventually, T.B Joshua was able to enlarge his ministry to become one of the most sought-after ministers of God in the world. His church headquarters is in Lagos. The Synagogue Church of All Nations attracts more weekly attendees than the combined number of visitors to the Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London. It is as much a religious sanctuary as it is a tourist attraction center. His TV station, Emmanuel TV, has made his ministry more publicized, drawing more and more foreigners from all around the world to his weekly church services. Besides the popularity of his TV channel, he is also very popular on social media. His YouTube channel has over 1 million subscribers, his Facebook page over 3.5 million likes, while his Twitter has about 383,000 followers as well. There you have it, Explorers. Those were the 10 things you didn't know about T.B Joshua. Thanks for watching this video. If you want us to cover any of your favorite African celebrities, leave a suggestion in the comments and we will do well to grant your request. Also, if you did enjoy the video, do well to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends.